Demet Özdemir's statement about Bradley Cooper caused a stir. Was it just a thank you? Not this time, because tonight the spotlight swings toward a different pair whose names have been buzzing from Istanbul to Casablanca. Welcome to Secrets Behind the Stars. If you enjoy diving into the whispers behind celebrity headlines, hit subscribe and stay close, because this is one of those stories that folds Hollywood into the warm, slow-burn glow of Turkish and North African drama. A single remark on a global podcast. A mother's obsession that turned into a headline. And a poised, unexpected response that left everyone asking whether a simple thank you might be a doorway to something bigger for Cenk Torun and Mahassine Merabet. It began like a casual chat. Bradley Cooper stopped by the Joe Rogan Experience and drifted from career notes and family anecdotes into the realm of international TV. Without warning, he admitted that his mother, Gloria Campano, had fallen head over heels for a Turkish-led romantic drama fronted by Cenk Torun and Mahassine Merabet. Not just a casual watch here and there, either. She binged it in Turkish with English subtitles, rewound favorite episodes, and talked about the leads like they lived down the street. For Gloria, the series wasn't a guilty pleasure, it was a ritual. And the more Bradley talked, the more the internet leaned in. Because when he quoted his mother gushing that Cenk Torun was the best actor in the world, you could practically hear a gasp across social media. He laughed telling the story, but the pride in his voice was real, and the comments shot through fan pages immediately. Clips of Cenk's brooding scenes resurfaced. The edits multiplied. And then came the other side of the coin. Bradley, remembering nights on the couch with his mother, admitted that he liked the leading woman a lot. He didn't dress it up. He didn't make a grand speech. He simply said that watching the show, he found himself drawn to Mahassine Merabet on screen. In an instant, that soft confession became a thunderclap. Fans of Cenk and Mahassine rushed to translate, repost, and dissect every syllable. Was Bradley praising Mahassine's presence, her dramatic range, or the magnetism that seems to pour off the screen when she locks eyes with her partner? People chose their favorite angle and ran with it. The larger point, though, was impossible to miss. A Hollywood A-lister had just given a heartfelt nod to a Turkish Maghribi love story, and it felt like a fresh crack in the wall dividing regional hits from global stardom. Bradley didn't stop there. He riffed on the famous long stare scenes that defined so many Turkish romances, joking that he would walk into the living room, see the leads gazing at each other, go make coffee, come back, and they would still be in that intense, silent pull. He joked that in any other series the screen would look frozen, but here that gaze was the show's heartbeat. The line went viral for a reason. People who love these dramas know the stare well. It's the shared language between two people in love, the quiet pact that floods in before any kiss or argument, and Cenk and Mahassine have wielded it like a signature. The series in question, a modern romantic saga that debuted in the late 2010s, had already found a second life outside its original broadcast window. Word of mouth carried it to Latin America, North Africa, the Middle East, and diaspora communities in Europe. One reason for that longevity is the chemistry between its leads. Cenk Torun, a name that carries nostalgia and credibility in Turkish television, matched with Mahassine Merabet, a magnetic Moroccan star whose emotions read with the clarity of a heartbeat monitor. Together, they didn't just play a couple, they built a world. Fans felt as if their evenings were invitations into that world, and Gloria Campano accepted every night. Naturally, after Bradley's confession, every camera in Istanbul seemed to swivel toward the couple. Reporters waited by velvet ropes at a glittering industry ceremony, and when they caught sight of Mahassine, they asked about the Hollywood ripple. Her response arrived like a soft breeze, graceful and measured. With a smile that disarmed the scrum, she thanked Bradley's mother by name and said that the attention was both unexpected and beautiful. She kept it short and sincere. It wasn't performative. It was poised. Later, she added that the surprise had delighted them, and that they were grateful for anyone who felt connected to the love story they told. That response tracked with how Mahassine has navigated her rise. She moves carefully, speaks thoughtfully, and lets her work do the shouting. She is neither aloof nor calculating, she is simply deliberate. It's a style that has served her well across borders, where a single offhand comment can explode in multiple languages overnight. And it seems to be working again, because the moment Bradley's remarks spread, the industry rumor mill kicked into a higher gear. Whispers about potential international collaborations started rattling around casting offices. An executive might have said that interest in Turkish and Arab world talent on global platforms is intensifying, and names like Mahassine are landing near the top of lists. Nothing official, of course. No announcement to pin above a desk. But the wind was blowing in that direction, and almost everyone could feel it. Meanwhile, Cenk Torun's name surged through the conversation for another reason. Gloria's exuberant praise didn't exist in a vacuum. Longtime viewers already admired how he commands a frame, how he can step into a scene quietly and still pull gravity around him. Hearing a Hollywood star relay a parent's love for Cenk's performances gave those fans a banner to rally around. Old interviews resurfaced. Memorable moments were edited into new montages. Scenes that once lived only in primetime slots found fresh audiences across continents. And in each of those scenes, when Cenk turned toward Mahassine, when the two sank into that shared silence, you could see why Gloria kept pressing play. There's a larger point to all of this that is impossible to ignore. Over the past decade, Turkish television has become a global current running alongside major American and European exports. It isn't just one hit or one star, it's a tide of stories built on sweeping emotions, familial bonds, and the deliberate orchestration of anticipation. Those stories have crossed languages with ease, and when an actress like Mahassine brings her own cultural texture into the mix, the appeal only deepens. She can soar in a romantic beat and pivot into pathos 2 minutes later, meeting diverse audiences where they live. This is why Gloria Campano's living room looks a lot like thousands of others across the world right now. Still, the heartbeat of this moment is as intimate as a living room couch. Picture Bradley returning home after a long day. His mother is mid-episode, subtitles rolling. On the screen, Cenk and Mahassine are in one of those almost kiss scenes where time seems to bend. The room is quiet, but everything is happening. Bradley chuckles, remembering his now famous observation about Turkish stares, but then he falls silent and watches too. Maybe that was the moment he realized he had his own soft spot for the leading lady, the moment he admitted, with that easy honesty, that he liked her a lot. The tabloids did what tabloids do, they spun. Some columns wondered whether this would expedite meetings between Mahassine and casting directors in Los Angeles. Others speculated that Cenk and Mahassine might be courted as a pair for an international limited series, the kind of romantic drama that releases all episodes at once on a big platform and becomes the weekend plan for millions. Even the skeptics conceded that a wave of attention like this rarely fades without leaving a watermark. Hollywood pays attention when a narrative keeps echoing. Fans didn't wait for press releases. They got louder and more affectionate. Comments praised Mahassine for answering with grace instead of gushing. They applauded Cenk for being the steady, dignified partner whose talent was validated by a mother who simply adores him. They replayed the long glances and the tearful reconciliations and the windblown outdoor embraces, claiming them again as their own. And through it all, the central question pulsed, was Mahassine's thank you merely good manners, or was it the preface to a new chapter? In the middle of the frenzy, something subtler blossomed. People who once dismissed slow-burn storytelling learned to appreciate it through the lens of Cenk and Mahassine. Dialogue doesn't have to sprint. Music doesn't have to crash. You don't need pyrotechnics when a hand hesitates on a doorknob or a breath catches before the truth is spoken. That is the craft, and Bradley's playful comment about the stare inadvertently celebrated it. The joke became a tribute, and the tribute became a bridge. Behind closed doors, those rumored conversations likely turned toward logistics. Could Mahassine's schedule intersect with a fall shoot in Europe? Would a new project find room for Cenk's classic leading man calm? Could a cross-border production weave their chemistry into a universal arc? There's no definite answer yet, but there's a reason these questions are being asked. Stars aren't just bright, they are navigational. This story's appeal isn't limited to celebrity sparkle. It's a reminder that the screen shrinks the world. A mother in the United States bonds with a love story staged in Istanbul and infused with North African soul. An American icon notices, smiles, and shares. An actress in a gown on a Turkish red carpet hears the question, swallows the moment, and responds with the sort of composure that can't be faked. A seasoned leading man discovers that adoration ricochets back to him in a new language. The orbit tightens, and all of us, audience and artists alike, stand in the same circle for a while. So is it just a thank you? Maybe it started that way. But it is also a signal that the scaffolding of fame has shifted again. Cenk, Torun and Mahassine Merabet were already beloved in their corners of the world. Now those corners are touching, and the bond is visible from above. The next steps may arrive in press notes and casting confirmations, or they may arrive quietly in a trailer that drops one morning and makes phones vibrate around the globe. Either way, this is more than a headline. It is a small, sincere event that reveals how entertainment and emotion travel. Tell us what you think. Was Bradley's easy admission just a charming moment on a long podcast, or did we witness the first pebble in an avalanche? Will Mahassine step into a new international role that uses her stillness and fire in equal measure? Will Cenk carry his grounded authority into a broader arena? And what is it about that patient, unbroken gaze between them that keeps pulling viewers back year after year? Share your thoughts in the comments. This conversation lives on your voices. Like the video, subscribe to Secrets Behind the Stars, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next ripple that becomes a wave. In a business where the softest words can cause the loudest echoes, we will be here, listening for the next reverberation. Until next time.